Welcome to SVN High School and Junior College Pune. Subject Information Technology, Standard 12 Science. The topic and video presented by Mr. Nitin Watgule. Today we start our first chapter, Advanced Web Designing, Part 1. After learning of this chapter, student can design the layout of web page using CSS cascading style sheet. Student can learn to design the websites. Student can design the web form with validations. Student can learn concept of image map and iframe, means inline frames. The aim of this chapter is to develop the skills to create HTML web pages using HTML5 and CSS cascading style sheet. So first we discuss about the concept of advanced web designing. We have been introduced to basic terminologies related to creation of web pages. The hypertext markup language HTML is an evolving language with different versions supporting different features. HTML5 is currently used because it supports mobile technology. The major browsers are Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Microsoft Edge, Safari Opera, and Apple supports the features of HTML5. Next subtopic is forms in HTML5. In 11th standard, we have studied different controls related to form like text, radio, checkbox, submit button, reset button, select and text area. These controls are used to collect the different kind of user input such as contact details like name, address, single or multiple option from group of options, as well as clearing and submitting data, etc. HTML5 has introduced additional form controls which can also be used for validation purpose. In HTML5 there are some advanced input elements such as color, number, URL, image, date, email. You can use it by using type attribute. If you write type equal to color, it defines a color picker. If you write type equal to number, it defines a field for entering a number. If you write type equal to URL, it defines a field for entering a URL. If you write type equal to image, it defines an image as a submit button. If you type equal to date, defines a date picker with the year, month and date. If you write type equal to email, defines a field for an email address. If you write type equal to month, it defines a month and year control. If you write type equal to range, it defines a range between 0 to 100. If you write type equal to date time hyphen local, it defines a date picker that includes the year, month, day and time. If you write type equal to time, it defines a control for entering a time. If you type equal to week, it defines a week and year control. If you write type equal to search, it defines a text field for entering a search string like a site search or Google search. If you write type equal to 5, it defines a file, select field and a browse button for file upload. And if you write type equal to tell, it used to define input field that should contain a telephone number. Likewise, you can use all these advanced input elements to design your form as per your requirement. You can also use some input restrictions in your HTML form. A list of some common input restrictions is given below, few of which can be used for validation purpose. This table shows attributes and its description. If you write disabled, it specifies that an input field should be disabled. If you write max, it specifies the maximum value for an input field. If you write mean, it specifies the minimum value for an input field. If you write pattern, it specifies a regular expression to check the input values. If you write read only, it specifies that an input field is read only, cannot be changed. If you write placeholder, this acts as a temporary label showing the purpose of a text field without requiring a label tag. If you write required, it specifies that an input field is required, that is, it must be filled out. Then if you write autocomplete, it specifies whether a form or input field should have autocomplete on or off. If you write autofocus, it specifies that the input field should automatically get focus when the page loads. If you write height and width, it specifies the height and width of an image if you are using input type equal to image. If you write multiple, it specifies that the user is allowed to enter more than one value in the input element. This works with input type like email and file element. By using these attributes, you can restrict the input values of your HTML form. Some other useful attributes used with input tag are ID and class. ID is used to identify the HTML element uniquely through the document object model, and class is used to apply CSS style to the individual input element. Now I am explaining you one example with different input elements. Here we start with HTML tag, then write title within head and close head tag, then open the body tag. To create the HTML form, use form tag. First create the name field by using the input type equal to text. Here autocomplete attribute is used. Write 2 times BR tag to insert 2 blank lines. Next, create the emailed field by using input type equal to email. Insert BR tag for blank lines. Write date of inception and office time. Create these fields by using input type equal to date and input type equal to time. Next label is number of year completed, but you have to insert the value between 1 to 100. So this field is created by using input type equal to number, min is equal to 1 and max is equal to 100. Next field is office phone number. Create this field by using input type equal to TEL. Here we are using pattern. Use numbers between 0 to 9 to select first 2 digits STD code and select remaining 10 digits by using 0 to 9 numbers. This field is compulsory field, so we are using required attribute here. Likewise, create another 2 fields by using input type equal to URL and input type equal to image. Then close form, close body and close HTML tag. When you run this program on the browser, you will get this output. Just enter the value in all the fields and press submit button to submit the data. Now students, you do one thing, write HTML program with the help of input tag by using multiple attribute and pattern attribute. Complete the HTML program, run it on the browser and see the output. Next tag is meta tag. The meta tag is a tag in HTML that describes some aspects of contents of a web page. The HTML meta tag is used by search engines to search information that is provided with the web page. The meta tag is an empty tag, means singular tag which carries information within its attributes. The meta tag is placed between the open head tag and close head tag. Metadata will not be displayed on the web page. Now we discuss about the attributes of meta tag. There are 4 attributes of meta tag. Table shows first two attributes, name and content. First, name attribute specifies the name of the metadata like the author, keywords or descriptions, and second attribute content specifies name of the topic. Third attribute is charset, specifies the character encoding used by the document. And last, fourth attribute is HTTP equiv, which specifies the character encoding for the document. In this example, we are using meta tag with its attributes. Write 4 times meta tag with name and content attributes. After completion of this program, run this program on the browser and see the output. In the next part, we will discuss about the topics and